Hey, I'm live. I think everyone just saw me shoo away my roommate and her friend. Welcome. This has been a really rough day. I know for a lot of you and for me as well. Just holler if you can't hear me or if there are any technical difficulties because I've never streamed with this before. I didn't have a ton of time to put it together.
Hey, I'm live.
Okay, excellent. So we're good. How's everyone doing? Make sure to comment in the live chat. So I will be getting to questions. So if you get in there with a question at the end of what I have to say, I will start answering questions. I will say you can only answer so many / want to answer so many. I'm assuming you're here because you found out today that our morning show, whatever it might be called, the JJM show, the John Monroe and Jackson show, the Mixed Morning Fix, whatever crazy name we had for it at one point or another, it is not going to be on anymore. And that is really hard news. I have had a little bit of time to deal with it. I got told about a week and a half ago, I got told last Wednesday that they're canceling our show, and they made it really clear that they loved us, they really supported us, but right now, no one is pandemic proof. So they had to make some changes and they had to move some stuff around, and unfortunately, that meant changing up the morning show a little bit. And I honestly have been having a really hard time with it. I'll probably cry. It's okay, right? We're cool if I cry. I've been having a pretty hard time with it, and it's been killing me that I haven't been able to tell you because you're the reason I do all this. I am so happy and I'm so fortunate to have got to do what I've got to do for as long as I have. And there have been so many people along the way who have supported me, and I know that I struck a chord with a lot of you because I'm just like a normal dude, and you guys are men, women, children, anyone in between. You're just normal dudes, and I was relatable and I was real, and we didn't exactly do a conventional show the way that the radio playbooks tell you have to do a conventional show. And unfortunately, not everyone liked it, but the people who did, I mean, you guys made it so much fun to go to work every day, even through the horrible year last year with the pandemic and all the earthquakes. It was a really rough one. But we got to keep doing what we loved because you were there for us. And I'll never forget that. And I'm never going to forget all the great times I had at Mix. And as hard as this is, I refuse to let this be the thing that I remember. Because the reality is, that was the most fun I've ever had. And I'm so happy that you got to be there with me through all of it. And I know that I'm going to land on my feet and everything's going to be cool. And I'm excited for whatever is coming next because I know it's going to be awesome. And I will say, I didn't know about Chantel coming back until today. That was all news to me. I know a lot of you have questions about the Instagram and about everything. That's all news to me. And really, I want the best for that show. And I know that it would be so easy to sit here and be like, oh, yo, those rotten, no good nothings, they got rid of me and they replaced me and blah, blah, blah. But, like, I don't want that at all. That show was everything to me for so many years. And I want nothing but success for that team. And I hope that they do really well. I really do. That is genuine from, like, the depths of my heart. I want them to succeed, and I hope that you give Chantel a chance, because Chantel is cool. Like, Chantel is my friend. I started on the morning show with Chantel. I know her really well, and I think you guys are going to enjoy her and John's show. All right. In the meantime, by the way, long story short, we couldn't get ratings to where they wanted them. And unfortunately, that meant they had to make some changes. It is the industry. It is how it goes. It's the same on TV. It's if your numbers aren't there, your numbers aren't there, no matter how much your people love the show. And that is a bummer, but it's facts. And I knew that going into this, and I'm not going to let it get me down. And like I said, I hope that they're successful in the direction that they're going. That being said, I am looking for a job. So if you know anyone in radio who would like to hire this like big crying mess right now, you just give them a holler. You let them know that I'm looking. That would be fantastic. So that's what I'll be doing for now. But until then, you guys, here's the thing. I am unemployed, recently single, and I am turning 30 in about 3 weeks. So, needless to say, it's all going exactly according to plan. And I have suddenly found myself with nothing but free time on my hands. So, this channel that you're on right now, Nightcap with Nightcat, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. A ton of subscribers today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That has been so wonderful, and I appreciate it. It is going to get bigger, and it's going to get better, and I have so many ideas that I've been trying to put together for ways that I'm going to improve this show. It is going to be so much fun. Now, there's another very exciting announcement. I know a lot of people are asking what's going to happen with Saturday Morning Serial. If you don't know, Saturday Morning Serial is the true crime podcast that I started over on the morning show. And it has been something that's really popular, and I got permission to take it with me. So, I am going to rebrand it a little bit. It's going to be called, wait for it, I've got a whole thing for this. It is going to be called Curiosity Killed Nightcat. And we're going to branch into not just true crime and murder, but we're going to talk about paranormal stuff, crazy history. We're going to talk about... there was another thing that we were going to talk about. Aliens. I love talking about aliens. Paranormal stuff, ghosts. We're going to talk about all sorts of stuff on Curiosity Killed Nightcat. Please excuse. I didn't have much time to put together cover art. It'll look better than this. So look forward to that. I will make sure that everyone will be able to find that. I'm going to post a link in the description of this video so that you can go find not just that, but all the other stuff I'm announcing tonight. So don't worry, Saturday Morning Serial is going to be there. I'm going to put all the old episodes on there, and then I'm going to start new episodes that are called Curiosity Killed the Cat. So we're going to stay on top of that. Don't you worry. The second thing is that as much as I love my setup right now, and as much as I'm able to do with it, it is still a little homemade, and I am looking for a way to jazz it up a little bit so that I can bring you the best possible show. That is why I have kicked off a Patreon. Patreon, if you are unfamiliar with it, is an awesome service where you can help support your favorite artists. It is a monthly subscription. I have 2 tiers I'll tell you about here in a second, but every month it'll be just a small little fee, and it'll help me, get better camera equipment. I don't know if you've noticed, this streaming setup isn't exactly ideal. We can fix that. But I'm not just begging for money. I am going to give you a little something, a little scratch my back, scratch your back situation. Here are the 2 levels. So first, we've got the Night Kitten level. So for $3 a month, if you sign up on the Patreon, I will give you a shout out on the next episode of Nightcap with Nightcat. So I'll say your name, I'll say hi. You're going to get a handwritten card in the mail. Ask anybody who has already gotten my handwritten cards from Nightcap with Nightcat. I send out exceptional cards. You're also going to get early access to the podcast. So the podcast is going to start in March, Curiosity Killed Nightcat. Anybody who is a Patreon subscriber is going to get it a week early. So they're going to get early release episodes before they hit the general public, which is pretty rad. And then if you would like to subscribe to the Night Cat level Patreon, I'll leave the other one up too, why not? If you'd like to subscribe to our $5 tier, it's the Night Cat tier. You're going to get everything you get in the Night Kitten tier, but you're also going to get a sticker. I've got some really cute stickers, by the way. There is the Series 2 sticker and the Series 1 sticker. So you'll get a sticker in your card. You're gonna get the early access to the podcast, and I'll be kicking off a companion series called Nightcat After Dark. Listen, there is some stuff that I want to talk about that's too saucy for what I would consider a family show. So, Patreon exclusive video content on the Nightcat level. You're going to hear my opinions on politics and celebrity gossip, anything that was too hot to be on Nightcap. We're going to talk about on Nightcat After Dark. So if you're interested in that, again, I'm going to post actually right now in the chat. I'm going to post what's called a link tree. Linktree is really rad because it allows me to put all of the links in one very convenient place. I hope you're ready to ask me some questions, by the way, because I absolutely am getting to a Q&A section here. But I want to put the Linktree in the chat first. There we go. All right, so that is the Linktree right there. Now, Linktree is going to send you a bunch of different places, but I am turning on the Patreon link. So if you'd like to go become a Patreon subscriber, you can do that. Where did it go? Hold on. Live video. It's almost like I didn't do live radio for 5 years. All right, the Patreon is available right now. I'd also like to remind everyone who is not yet a subscriber, I've had subscriber goals on YouTube for a while, and we absolutely crushed them today. All right, we annihilated them. We're already halfway to the 1,000 subscriber goal, which is the #1 goal. So if you're not already in the prize club, this is the Nightcat Prize Club right here, go register for that. You'll also find that on the Linktree, because I send random prizes like stickers and cards. I've got a button maker. I'm going to make buttons now. I send all sorts of fun stuff. So I guess all of this is to say we are going to have so much fun. And I know it is going to be hard, and it's going to be weird, and it's going to be different not talking to you every morning. But I really look forward to kicking this off with you. All of this Nightcat nonsense, I'm so excited. We're going to have the time of our lives doing all this together. I've got so much fun stuff planned. So, yeah, don't feel like it's a goodbye, because we're still going to be doing this for a while. All right, I have not looked at the chat much at all this whole time, and I've probably got a lot to answer to. I hope I answered most everyone's general questions here. Let's see. I'm getting a lot of questions about co-hosts for podcasts. Maybe, and also I am interested in introducing a live element to the Nightcat episodes. So we're going to do full episodes, and then I'd like to do something live that's really interactive. So I've got ideas for game shows and all sorts of other stuff. So stick around for that. And who knows, I might have you on a podcast. Why not? Maybe come on and tell me your craziest thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, how would you feel about this? How about I have anyone who wants to at some point, we can just Zoom call and you can tell me the time that you were haunted. I want to know. I want to know everyone's got a ghost story. I want to know everyone's ghost story. That sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, we'll put a pin on that. We'll plan that out later. Yeah, I'm also getting a lot of requests for guests. Okay. Yes. Hi. I forgot. There are a couple new people here joining me on the set. I had to clean out my desk, so I took all of my stuff with me. I'd like to introduce you first to Lenny, the ceramic bunny. Now, I got Lenny. This is, oh God, a while ago, like 3 years ago or so. It was one of the first things I did on the morning show. I was driving in and it was so early and it was so dark. And as I was driving, I see a rabbit about to cross the street because he's in exactly I'm about to cross the street position. That's the body language that he's giving me. So I see him and I think he's someone's pet rabbit and I was so concerned. So I ran out and grabbed him. He's ceramic and definitely someone's garbage because his ear is all broken and there's just glue everywhere. But he sat in the studio every day since then, and I took Lenny home with me. We had celebrity sidekick Chip Coffee come in, and I asked him if Lenny was haunted, and he goes, "Oh, that thing is possessed," which I thought was very good. So that's Lenny, and then over there in the corner you'll be able to see that's Jerome the alien. He is actually an alien that I bought in Area 51. If you want to see the whole tattoo Area 51 story, that is already posted here on Nightcap with Nightcat. You can find that in the Nightcat Classic Tales section. Other questions? Let's see down here. Oh my God. Mostly everyone's just being so sweet and so nice to me. And I am so weird about people being nice to me. So I don't know how to handle it, but know that I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate you. And I'm excited, again, to do all the crazy fun stuff we're going to do here on the Nightcat. Oh my gosh, Chase, you have a PS5? I might actually go hang out. I really want to play. Listen, Chase, you and I might become best friends when Harry Potter Legacy comes out, the Hogwarts Legacy game. That looks like the most fun ever. That's the only reason I want to get a PS5. Okay. Adriana asked why I couldn't tell you I was leaving. So, the thing in entertainment is that it is very hush-hush and then it is everywhere. There's no in-between. And I have to sign a lot of stuff that are like non-competes. Like there are certain things that I can't do with other radio stations or other entertainment without getting it cleared with my company first. And one of the things I always have to sign is a do not disclose agreement, a non-disclosure agreement. So there are certain things that I'm not allowed to say because I signed an agreement with the company that I wouldn't spoil anything. It's similar to the idea of making actors on movies sign them because they don't want anyone to spoil the plot. No entertainment company wants what their big surprise or what's coming up next to get spoiled. And so I am under gag orders until certain things are revealed. And that's why I contractually just couldn't say anything about it. And trust me, it killed me because I'm such a loudmouth and I wanted to immediately run and tell all of you about it because, I tell you people know the most disgusting things about me. You know every single thing. Some of you have been listening since my early 20s, so you know every single thing about me and you repeat it loudly in public when you meet me, which I appreciate. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, I don't know. It sucks that I can't talk about some things, but I don't feel like I am in a bad situation or anything. I want the main takeaway from this to be that I am really excited for what comes next. And am I bummed about Mix? Absolutely. And I would have been there until I died if I had the opportunity. But I don't hold it against them. And like I said, John and Chantel are going to do a great job. So I hope the best for them. And I hope the best for me. And I hope you're hoping the best for me. Thank you. No, I'm not having an emotional breakdown. You are. Hey, Camp Eat Jackson might also be coming back as Camp Eat Nightcat. I am going to talk about that. So, Bone. That's just the name. Bone. Yeah, Bone. You and me, we'll do it. Tina, yeah, I did know it was coming, but only by a week and a half. I didn't have much time, and there was not much I could say about it when I found out, but... Oh yeah, me and John are still good. Let's see. That was from Jason. Yeah, John and I are still good. Listen, John, I have spent at least 4 hours a day, usually more, in a room the size of a closet, telling him everything. Like, what I said on air is like a fraction of everything that I told John and Monroe. They know me probably better than anybody else in my life except for my roommate. Like, they are the people who know the most about me, for sure. And like, this isn't their fault. Like, this isn't really anyone's fault. We tried, man. Me, John, and Monroe did a good show. Oh man, we tried so hard, and we did so much crazy fun stuff. But the reality is that you can try your hardest, and you can put everything into it, and you can love something the most, and it just doesn't work out. And that sucks, but it's fine, you know. We're me and John are good. Me and Monroe are good. I'm really excited to see what John and Chantel do with their show. So there is no bad blood, trust me. How's Monroe? She is taking it, you know, as well as she can. We all are. I haven't talked a whole lot with her about how she's doing today, because everything's just sort of been a whirlwind since we made the announcement. So I plan on checking in with her. But I mean, Monroe, the thing about it is, this is reality and radio. Shows get dropped all the time. I know a lot of you were around during the John, Justin, and Jackson days, back when the show was called John and Justin, and Jackson was also there. Back in those days, like, we lost Chantel, I got added, we had Justin for a while, Justin got dropped, Monroe got, like, it is musical chairs in radio, and Monroe has done this a million times, so she is a seasoned veteran. She'll be okay, and she's like one of the funniest people I know. She's super smart and talented. She's gonna be just fine. Don't you worry about it. Plus, her husband's rich, remember, and he doesn't spend any money. She's gonna be just fine. Alice, I don't know if old episodes of the podcast are gonna stay up. I have no access to anything on the mixed stuff. As of me leaving the building today, that is it. So I don't know if they're going to keep the old episodes up. I didn't know anything about the Instagram. I know people were following that very closely and starting petitions about it. I didn't know that was happening. They deleted anything that ever happened before today. So last I saw, they're sitting at 3 posts about the new show, and that's it. So I don't know if that means they'll keep the old episodes up or not. I have an archive of all of our old shows, so I will probably do some sort of podcast specials about, oh, here's something cool we did one day, and talk about it, you know, in retrospect, and sort of review it, because that sounds really fun, and I don't know why I would be sitting on 5,000 files of audio if I wasn't going to use it. So that might be coming. Keep an eye on that. But I honestly can't tell you if they'll stay up on the podcast or not. Yeah, so from what I understand, the plan is, thank you, Mindy. The plan is John and Chantel are going to do mornings, and Monroe has been moved to afternoons, so she'll still be in your midday spot right after the morning show. You'll still be able to hear her. And again, I'm looking for a job. So Edgar, we talked about this a little bit. I'm still doing Saturday morning serial, but it's going to be called Curiosity Killed the Cat. I don't actually have the podcast built yet. That'll still be coming. But if you follow me here on YouTube and also on Instagram at Nightcat Show, you'll be able to get all those updates. And so just keep checking back and I'll have them. I'm also going to put in the description of this video the link tree that has all the links to everything. In fact, let me just do that while I'm thinking about it. copy my Linktree URL. I'm going to put that in this description here. Bloop. Yeah, if you click that link, it'll take you to everything. It'll take you to my Instagram, my Facebook, the Nightcat stuff, the new Patreon that we announced. So if you want to go be a Patreon subscriber, a patron, a patron of the arts, we're going to call this art, okay? If you want to be a patron of the arts, all of those links are there. And I'll make sure once I have a Curiosity Killed the Cat podcast built for you, which will include the old episodes of Saturday Morning Serial. I'll have that link right there, and we'll talk all about it. It's coming. Don't worry. I didn't have a lot of time to put all of this together, but it's in the works. Let's see. Again, I get a lot of questions. Maybe we got some newcomers about kind of what happened. It's just straight up a ratings thing. The company was really clear about how they wish they could keep us on and keep us going because they're big fans. They really believed in us, but the ratings just weren't there. And unfortunately, when that happens, voices outside of our control have to make decisions, including canceling and changing up morning shows. It sucks, but it is reality. And like I said, John and Chantel are really going to do a great job. So don't discount that. I promise you're still going to have a great time. And like I said, I'm going to do a lot of really fun stuff on here. So we're going to make some crazy cool content. It is not the end of it. Yeah, Freddy you will see as a guest star. Freddy's my cat. Here's the thing. And I don't know how much I've talked about this out loud, so it might sound crazy. But during the pandemic, I've been training the cats. And they're really good at tricks now. They can they can balance on things. They can jump. I'm almost got them jumping through a hoop, I'm telling you. I'm so close. So I might actually do a whole cat acrobat thing on Nightcat. So keep an eye out for that. Freddy will definitely be a guest star. He's a ham. He loves the camera. Wait, Monroe is here. Where's Monroe? Oh, there she is. Monroe. At some point, we should Zoom, and you should be in on this with me, and we'll do a live video together. Hi, I didn't see you come in. I didn't see you there. The people have questions for you. If you'd like to answer them in the chat, they asked how you were. Why don't you tell us all how you were in the chat, Monroe? Why don't you tell us all? Because you and I haven't talked much today about it, but I've been a mess. How are you? Oh, you guys are just too nice to me, I'll tell you what. Hey, I have a question. Has anyone played... It's fine if you haven't. I've gotten really into video games lately. Has anyone played the Jurassic World Evolution game? Because it is the most fun. So I might be live streaming some of that. Just me playing. It's like Zoo Tycoon. If you ever played Zoo Tycoon back in the day, you just build your own Jurassic Park and you make dinosaurs and stuff. And I love it so much. It's the best, most relaxing thing in the world. So I'm really planning on streaming that a lot and just sort of chatting with you while I do it. So keep an eye out for that too. Let's see. Wow, we are getting so many messages so fast. Oh, you guys are the best. I mean, honestly, I don't know what else to say other than you are just the best. You really are. Everyone's just been so nice to me. All right, I am not seeing a whole lot of other questions, so here's your final chance. If you have any last questions about anything that's going on now, anything that will be coming up soon, go ahead and throw them in there. I want to do, while you do that, one last plug. Gotta get over to the other program. There we go. I want to do one last plug for my Patreon. There we go. So these are a way if you would like to see more Nightcat stuff, see it in better quality, see better videos, all sorts of other content. I can do that through money. Isn't that what it's all about? It's all about the money. So I'm looking for some patrons to help me. If you like what I do on the radio and you like what I've been doing on YouTube, I've got so much more for you planned. So go check that out. You can find that in the link in the description of the video. I'm also going to put it right now in the chat. The Linktree link is in the chat right here. So that's the link there. That'll take you to Patreon. It'll also take you to in the future when I have a podcast built for Curiosity Killed Nightcat. It'll have a podcast there. Let's see. I don't know that I ever saw Monroe's response. If she got a response. Okay, well, I'll just have to call her at some point. I still have her number. This is not necessary. Take those away. As far as I know, producer Danny is still going to be there. So you can probably still expect her. She's been doing Saturdays. And by the way, producer Danny is crushing it. She's the best. She's been doing weekend shifts and stuff. And she's doing a really great job. I'm a big fan of hers. And you should all go support producer Danny because she's really just the best. How do I send you a picture for your show? What kind of picture are you talking about? I mean, you can always tag me on your Insta story at Nightcat Shows, and that's honestly, here's the thing. I'm a monster. I don't check messages or emails very often. I'm a monster, but I love looking at Instagram. If I get an Instagram DM, I'm all over it. So if you follow me as Jackson Witt, Witt, if you follow that on Instagram and tag me in stories and stuff, I will definitely look at it. So if you have a picture for my show, oh, you mean like what Marie does? Because let me tell you, this is fan art by Marie, who I think is in here right now, and she does such a great job. So if you have some of that, that would be fantastic. And you can also tag me in that on Instagram. That's the best way to get a hold of me. I know I'm such a turd about that. I should probably answer the phone more often. Yes, so here's the thing. Everyone wants to know about the Mixed Morning Fish. If you don't know the story behind the Mixed Morning Fish, our show used to be called the Mixed Morning Fix on the radio. And one time, John messed up and he said the Mixed Morning Fish. So Monroe and I went out. My fish is sleeping back there. Monroe and I went out and we got a John fish, a Jackson fish, and a Monroe fish. And I've had this tank ever since. John fish died like a week in. He was not fit for this world. Monroe fish hung in there for a while until there was a fungus. It was disgusting. There was like a parasite in there. And now there's algae. I don't know. But my fish is in there. She's just sleeping. If you watch the Nightcat videos, you'll see her swimming all over the place. So that's where the fish live now, is right here. These are my other fish. These are just regular old fish. And then we got a blue lobster down here who you'll see from time to time as well. Yeah, Veronica, will you please bring Freddie in here to say goodbye to everybody? That would be great. You know what? I don't have a P.O. box. It's something I was looking into doing, so keep an eye out for that too, because I send a lot of things and the return... Oh, God. I've been sending so many things, and the return address is the radio station. Veronica, thank you. This is my roommate, Veronica. She's also co-executive producer of the show. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. And this is Freddie. He's going to come say goodbye to everyone as well. Yeah, I will get a P.O. box at some point, I promise. Because I love handwritten cards. I send a lot of them. If you're in the Nightcat Prize Club, which you can get to at the Linktree, posting that again because it keeps getting buried because you're all saying really nice things all the time. You can go follow that Linktree. It'll always have like updated stuff that I'm up to in there. That's not the Instagram isn't the only way to follow me. You can also follow me right here. You can follow me on TikTok, Facebook. All of that is in the link tree. Any way you want to get a hold of me is right there in the link tree. Oh, thank you. Freddie is gorgeous. Mindy says you're gorgeous. I'll tell you, he's a wild animal. He has always been a huge cat racist. He doesn't like other cats. And when we moved in, Veronica had 2 cats, so he's really had to learn. But he likes being part of the club. We started making one of them wear bandanas, and then the other 2 looked naked, so we made them wear bandanas too. And normally he would not be about any sort of clothing, but he likes it because he's, he fits in with the rest of the gang. All right. Hey, I don't know how to end this. I don't know how to start it. I don't even remember what I've said half this time. Because it is hard. And I'm trying to stay really positive about it. But at the end of the day, it does suck. And I'm going to miss not seeing you. And it's just going to suck for a little while. But this isn't the end. We're still going to keep doing this crazy stuff. I'm going to keep showing you weird things about my life. Like the fish and the cats and the everything else. It's all coming up on Nightcap with Nightcat. So if you haven't already subscribed, if you're just here being a lurker without a subscriber, go ahead and do that right now. Thank you so much. Give John and Chantel a chance. I'm sure they're going to do great. If you know anyone in radio hiring, you holler at me. That would be fantastic. I'm actively looking for jobs, and as soon as I find something, even if it's in another city, you're going to be the first to know about it. And whatever I land is going to be awesome. And it'll be very digital, and I'm going to make sure that there are ways for you to continue watching and listening and following and subscribing. And thank you so much. God, I knew this was going to happen. God, thank you so much. You've been so wonderful, and I'm so excited to start this next chapter with you. And the new video comes out on Wednesday. I don't know what that's going to be like because I'm a mess right now, but I'm sure it's going to be great. So for now, goodbye. I love you so much. Freddie, say goodbye. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.